In this video, I'll be rating every heavy bowgun that's currently in mhnow. Whenever I look at heavy bowguns, there are two things that I consider. How many ammo types it has, and what those ammo types are. If a heavy bowgun has 3 ammo types,
Brother,
it's kind of bad because when you reload, you have to cycle through 3 different ammo types, and you have to worry about their different recoils and reload speeds. For me personally, I just want to cycle through 2 ammo types at most and just go back and forth between the two. It helps with the weapon's consistency. Now the best ammo types for damage in my opinion are the piercing ammo, because it has the longest range and does this. Spread ammo so monsters can
eat this.
And of course wyvern ammo for some big explosions. So if a heavy bowgun has any of these 3 ammo types, then great. But if it has cluster ammo, then it's pretty bad in my book. Maybe it's just me, but I hate cluster ammo. It shoots out in an arc and has a long travel time, making it very difficult to land on monsters. It's just very inconsistent and easy to miss. So first, let's take a look at the Coral Puke heavy bowgun. It has 3 ammo types, so already not looking too great, and one of them had to be cluster. What's even worse is the last ammo type is poison ammo. In the first place, why even have poison? Coral Puke is weak to poison, so it doesn't make sense that it has poison ammo. And you can't expect monsters to get poisoned with just 4 bullets, so you'll have to cycle through pierce and cluster again before you get to poison the monster. There are other water elemental heavy bowguns that are better, like the mhnow heavy bowgun. It only has 2 ammo types, so it's very consistent. It also helps that it has positive affinity, so you can deal high damage with its piercing ammo and cut tails using its slicing ammo. The Jura heavy bowgun is also not too bad because it has wyvern ammo. I'm just not a fan that it has regular water ammo and a very slow reload speed. For fire elemental heavy bowguns, we only have 2 choices, and sadly, both of them have cluster ammo.
What?
The Anjanath heavy bowgun has spread and cluster, while the Teostra heavy bowgun has 3 ammo types: pierce, sticky, and cluster. Now on paper, these Elder Dragon heavy bowguns look great since it has piercing ammo, which is such a great ammo type to have, plus it has low recoil and slow reload speeds, while other heavy bowguns that have pierce ammo have average recoil and very slow reload speeds. With only low recoil and slow reload, you don't need to equip any recoil down skills and you only need to have reload speed level 2. But let's not forget about the 2 other ammo types. Both the sticky and cluster ammo have high and very slow reloads. So in the end, it doesn't really matter. You still have to equip recoil down 2 and reload speed 3 for these 2 ammo types. Now there are several ways you can play these Elder Dragon heavy bowguns. You can choose to focus on the sticky ammo and use defensive loading to keep reloading stickies to KO the monster. Once the monster is KO'd, you can reload the cluster ammo and start raining down bombs on the monster. Then, after the KO, you can focus on using piercing ammo. Or alternatively, you can just focus on using the nice piercing ammo it has. You can use defensive loading to keep reloading it and no longer need to worry about recoil down or any reload speed skills. But when you guard attacks, you end up close to the monster and outside of the piercing ammo's critical distance. You can try perfect dodging, but it's still not the best strategy since it only reloads 1 bullet. And I hate dodging using the heavy bowgun, cause it feels like this.
Parkour!
The Elder Dragon heavy bowguns were given way too many options in my opinion. If it had all pierce like the Black Diablo's heavy bowgun, then it would probably be the best heavy bowgun. Sticky and cluster are just too gimmicky for me. That's why I prefer the Anjanath Heavy Bowgun over the Teostra one, since it only has 2 ammo types and I can quickly cycle back to spread and deal a lot of damage. But that's just my opinion, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. The Kushala Heavy Bowgun is exactly the same, but it's just ice now. Not a fan of these Elder Dragon weapons not only because they have cluster, but they're also very difficult to upgrade. For ice, I'd consider the Barioth and Legiana weapons. The Barioth Heavy Bowgun has positive affinity, which will buff up its piercing ammo, and it has Wyvern ammo for big chunky damage. The Legiana Heavy Bowgun is the more versatile one, since it can cut tails using its slicing ammo. Both of these heavy bowguns are great options, and the one you will craft will depend on whether you want to cut tails or focus on dealing damage. For Thunder, the best one is the Zinogre Heavy Bowgun. The rest pales in comparison. It only has 2 ammo types and it's spread and Wyvern ammo. The best combination you can ask for. Both ammo types deal high damage and is perfect for defensive loading. The Rajang Heavy Bowgun has potential even though it has cluster ammo. It doesn't have piercing ammo unlike the Elder Dragon weapons, and it immediately starts you off with sticky ammo. That's so much better in my opinion, since you can focus on knocking out the monster using stickies. You can use defensive loading to keep reloading stickies to KO the monster, and you can even take advantage of its offensive guard skill when you perfect guard attacks. Once the monster is down, you can launch those cluster bombs and land them easily. Still kinda gimmicky, but if you like this playstyle, it could work. For Dragon, our only option is the Devil Joe Heavy Bowgun. It's almost the same as the Zinogre Heavy Bowgun, but it has negative affinity and 3 ammo types instead of 2. You get the same spread and Wyvern ammo, but you do get an additional sticky ammo. Now, I don't have any problems with sticky ammo, it's better than having cluster, but ideally you want to stick with spread and Wyvern ammo when using this heavy bowgun. You can do this by taking advantage of its defensive loading skill you unlock at grade 8, and you want to use that skill to reload either spread or Wyvern ammo. Now for raw, hands down the best one is the Black Diablo's Heavy Bowgun. I bet you guys weren't expecting that.
Oh, there's a big surprise! That's an incredible... I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die from that surprise!
Okay. Black Diablos has always had the best raw weapons, but this time for a very good reason. It only has 2 ammo types and both of them are pierce, which makes this a very consistent heavy bowgun for damage. You only need to equip recoil down 1 and reload speed 3 when using this heavy bowgun, and the rest of the armor pieces can be used to reduce its negative affinity. Very nice.
Approved!
The regular Diablos one is just okay. Nothing special, it's just a waste that it has normal ammo and not all pierce like its sister. The bone and iron heavy bowguns are also nothing special compared to the Black Diablo's Heavy Bowgun. But if you're choosing a beginner weapon, I'd go for the Iron Heavy Bowgun for the Wyvern ammo. Bone is okay if you want to try out piercing ammo, but just be careful when using the cluster ammo. Now the Magnamalo Heavy Bowgun would have been such a great raw spread option, but it has cluster bomb. Slicing is okay, but cluster bomb...
I think it's good, except it sucks.
For status weapons, we got weapons with poison bullets and sleep bullets. The Basarios Heavy Bowgun has both. But if we look at its ammo count, it's pretty low.
I don't know.
Honestly, I think it's a good thing. With low ammo counts, that means you can quickly cycle through both the poison and sleep bullets. All the ammo types in the Basarios Heavy Bowgun have slow reload speeds, and if you equip reload speed 3, you'll be reloading faster than ever. I haven't tested it out, but it seems like a good strategy. You can inflict both statuses using only one weapon. That's pretty crazy. If you want to focus on poison and dealing good damage, the Puke Heavy Bowgun will be better at inflicting poison compared to the Rathian Heavy Bowgun. It only has 2 ammo types, so you can cycle through Pierce and Poison fairly quickly. For sleep, I think both the Nightshade and the Radovan Heavy Bowgun are great options, and it will depend on which one you like to use, spread or pierce. The advantage of the Nightshade Heavy Bowgun is that it has 2 Wyvern shots. But honestly, I wouldn't craft any of these heavy bowguns for solo play. Your only option for Wake Up is to use the Wyvern ammo, but even then, the Wyvern ammo still hits twice. Wyvern Heart and Wyvern Snipe aren't great options for Wake Up either. Wyvern Heart shoots multiple bullets, so that's not good for Wake Up. Wyvern Snipe could have been great, but it shoots out a piercing bullet. It pierces through the monster before planting bombs that have delayed explosions, so only the first small hit will get the damage buff. If you want a ranged sleep weapon for solo play, I'd stick with the Nightshade Light Bowgun. At least with that, you can use its special move for Wake Up. If you want to learn how to use these heavy bowguns properly, be sure to check out these 2 videos. This one is all about how much recoil down and reload speed you actually need in your builds, and this second one is all about defensive loading. That's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next one.